have been blessed. I was born to non-Muslim parents. I remember when I was 5 years old, I'll never forget. I was living in Brooklyn, New York, on Clawson Avenue, and my father called me. He said, "Son, come here." And he went and got a bottle of khamra, alcohol, and he poured a little bit in a cup. And he said, "Son, drink this. This will make a man out of you." I don't know better. My father not Muslim. He's not guided. So I took the cup and drank a little bit of it. 5 years old. I drank it. Why? Because my father told me to drink it. It's different with you. You are so blessed that you don't even know it. You got all these 300 million Americans, and most of them are not Muslims. And most of them follow the religion of their parents. So whatever their parents taught them, that's what they learned. If they read the Bible to them, that's what they learned. If they took them to church, that's what they did. But you were blessed. Your parents didn't take you to church. Your father didn't ask you to drink alcohol. Your father and mother took you to the masjid, dressed you up in khimar, read from the Quran, inspired you to fast in the month of Ramadan, read from you the Quran and the hadith of the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessing be upon him. Now here you are now. You're Muslims right now all over America. How many from New York City? Raise your hand. How many from Boston? How many from Detroit? How many from the West Coast? How many from Connecticut? Philadelphia? Baltimore? Washington? So here you are now, Muslims living in America, and the question is, you followed the religion of your parents. When did you make a decision that you wanted to be a Muslim? You know what the Prophet, peace and blessing be upon him, told your fathers and your mothers? Muru a'ladakum bis-salat wa hum abna'u sab'i sinin. Teach your children to make salat when they're 7 years old. You know, Saeed, recently I was in Atlanta with my family, and my grandson is 6 years old. We said, okay, we're going to make salat. And I said, come on. He said, no, I'm not making salat. I said, you're not making salat? He said, no. I said, why? He said, the Prophet said I don't have to make salat until I'm 7 years old. What am I going to say? What am I saying? I can't say that. I said, okay. And he went and did whatever he was doing. He quoted the hadith. Shut me up. Shut his grandfather up. His grandfather Imam. His grandfather couldn't say nothing. But look at this. You learned at an early age how to make salat. All of the things that your parents taught you. And now what I'm afraid of is that some of us will let that go. All the teaching that you got, I'm afraid that some of you will let it go. I leave you with this caution. Every masjid, every organization have two doors. It has a front door by which people become Muslim. Your uncle, Imam Siraj, he became a Muslim. He came to that front door. Sheikh Hamza Yusuf, Imam Zaid Shakir, Abdullah Hakim Quick, Abdul Hakim Jackson, Bilal Phillips, Suhaib Webb. All of these speakers, you heard of them, right? You've heard of some of these names? They became Muslim. They came to the front door. So on the one hand, every masjid has a front door by which people become Muslims, but at the same time, they have a back door by which Muslims leave the faith of Islam. And they leave from Islam and they go to something else. You may know some of them. How many do you know Muslims who went through that back door, who used to be Muslim, used to practice, used to make salat? They don't make salat anymore. They don't dress like a Muslim anymore. They don't come to the masjid anymore. How many of you know people like that? Raise your hand. Look around. Raise your hand. Look around. So what's happening is that we have a back door. So the job of the imams is open wide the front door and close that back door. And you have to help us to close that back door by, number one, you making sure that you never go to that back door. وَلَا تَمُوتُونَ إِلَّا وَأَنْتُمْ مُسْلِمُونَ. Don't die except as a Muslim. And I'm going to leave you with something to think about. Hopefully that you'll never walk to that back door. Some advice that the Prophet gave, peace and blessing be upon him. He gave it, and I want to give it to you, and then I'm going to take my leave. Is that okay? قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم خلف المشركين. The Prophet, peace and blessing be upon him, said, be opposite the disbelievers. Be opposite the disbelievers. You know, brothers and sisters, some of you youngsters may be tempted by this dunya. Sisters, can you excuse me for 1 minute? I want to talk to the brothers, alright? Just don't go nowhere. Can I talk to them for a minute? Alright? Now brothers, I'm going to talk to you, right? Don't worry, they can't hear us. Alright? I'm going to ask you a question. And I want a truthful answer. How many of you like and are attracted to women? Raise your hand. Come on. Come on. Okay. Alright.
I like it.
For you who didn't raise your hand, I want to talk to you later. We got to talk. Listen. I know the deal. How many of you been in high school? Junior high school? College? This is the age, man. This is the age, man, where you look at girls and women. Serious. I remember a few years ago when you used to see a girl, you said, ew, girl, but you ain't saying that no more. You ain't saying ew no more. You kind of like looking.